My childhood bully kept joking about my sex life, so I humiliated him in front of his friends and family.
I just don't understand adult bullies. How have you not grown past the point of bullying other people? Have you not grown empathy yet? Is that not developed in your mind? It's crazy.
Oh, man. Well deserved, I would say. Bully got what's coming.
All right, story goes as this. And I gotta say, karma gets this person back pretty good. So
Good.
this happened a while ago, but it's still one of my favorite comebacks ever. Speaking of comebacks, guys, read it on wikishop.com. Let me set the scene.
I believe they get cum on their back.
The best comeback story, Kim Kardashian?
Well, no.
Oh, that Audrey Plaza slap was too real, bro.
Oh, man.
So good.
I grew up next door to this guy. Let's call him Ken. He was your typical childhood bully, always picking on me and my friends. And as we got older, we stopped bickering like kids, but Ken never really grew out of his obnoxious ways. Every time I visit my parents, and they who still live next door to Ken, he's always hanging around, ready to make some inappropriate comment. He's the kind of guy who thinks he's hilarious, but is really just intrusive and rude. One day, I was visiting my parents, and Ken stopped me to chat. He asked how I was doing, and I said, "All good." Then he asked where my husband was, and I told him my husband was abroad for work, but would be back in a few months. Instead of saying something normal like, "Wow, that's great for his career," or tell him I said hi, Ken smirked and said, "That must be tough for you not to have a man to warm your bed."
Oh,
I was stunned. We weren't close enough for that kind of joke, and it was completely out of line. I awkwardly smiled and said, "I need to go see my mom now," and walked away. But Ken didn't stop there. Every time I visited my parents after that, he'd make some comment about my husband being away, joking about my sex life in front of anyone who happened to be around, even my daughter.
this is like creepy.
This is sexual harassment. to me.
Yeah. Well, I'd be getting a restraining order, I think. This is fucking gross.
Also, I think it'd be like, if I needed a man in my bed, it wouldn't be someone who still lives with their parents. Ken.
Even in this economy, Ken.
Yeah.
As a pretty conservative woman, I found it incredibly uncomfortable, but I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of seeing me upset. So I just laughed it off and brushed it aside. When my husband finally came home, Ken suddenly became a completely different person. He acted all nice and normal whenever my husband was around, probably because he was scared of him. But the moment I was alone, Ken was back to his old obnoxious self. I heard the news. Ken was getting married.
For a split second, I was like, Ken has died. I was like, okay,
Like,
I'm on
yay!
board here.
Well, it is all wholesome stories.
The next time I visited my parents, I was hoping I'd run into him. He was having a small get-together with his close friends and family. As expected, he couldn't resist making another inappropriate joke about my sex life. This time, I was ready. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "Hey Ken, I heard you're getting married. Congrats, man. You'll finally be losing your virginity and can stop asking people how it feels to have a warm bed." Everyone went silent and their mouths dropped. Then his elder sister burst out laughing and said, "Oh my God, he deserved that." Bro, your sister. Ken turned pale and looked like he was on the verge of tears. I laughed and said, "Hey man, are you alright? I'm just kidding. Come on, I thought we were close since you're always so worried about my sex life." He ran inside the house like a little kid.
What
And
a
everyone-
baby. What a
Yeah.
fucking child. You
Yeah.
could give it out all day when it's just her alone, but fucking as soon as she claps back or the husband's around, you're a little fucking baby.
This is
Holy
Elon.
shit.
This is Elon Musk energy.
No wonder this guy never developed past empathy. Like he just fucking still a child. Holy
Yep.
fuck.
This wasn't even like the worst joke of all time.
So mild.
So
too.
mild.
He ran inside the house like a little kid, and everyone was laughing so hard they couldn't breathe. Ken hasn't made a
it's so
single inappropriate
embarrassing.
comment since. I honestly don't care as it was too harsh, but if one crosses a line, expect no boundaries.
I wouldn't even say that crossed a line. I'd say that was like well-deserved. Or like if he did that the first time, that would be a well-deserved comeback. And it's
Yeah.
speaking of comeback, but it's like he's been doing this for so long, and it's just so disrespectful to you, your family, and like doing it in front of his friends and people you know. It's just like so fucked up. Like, and then he's immediately cracks under the first clapback. Like what a fragile, insecure man this person is.
Bro, the image of him running away and everybody laughing while he's running is so funny. Ken,
So
you
good.
bastard.
So I did look at the OP's comments and kind of wanted to find out like if they had a little bit of an update with Ken. There was no update, but they did provide some context in the comments that they put. So Bluebird 1594 commented, 100% deserved. Not sure why he thought it was okay for him to make those sort of jokes towards you. Shaking my head. To which OP, which is competitive Hornet 10, put 100% agreed. Thankfully, Ken's a lot more mature and polite nowadays. We greet each other normally now as it should be. Guess he finally learned where the line is. To which the same person commented, Bluebird 1594. Glad to hear that. I'm curious though. Was his partner aware that he made such comment towards you?
That's what I was wondering too. I thought that she was gonna go tell the partner, because I'd be like, I would want to know if my partner was making shitty comments like that to someone.
All right, well, you'll find out, Josh. So, to which OP responded, it wasn't just me. He made those jokes to most girls we grew up with. I was never on speaking terms with his partner, now ex. So I can't say what she knew that or what she knew. Last I heard, they went through a nasty breakup. These days, we're cordial if we cross paths, but he's like a ghost of his old obnoxious self. So hopefully, he learned his lesson. But
Maybe he got some empathy knocked into him, you know? Respect people going forward.
yeah,
We can hope.
that's the hope. But Ken, boy, what are you doing?
Holy Ken. It took you a divorce and a clap back to maybe shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Get therapy.